Kay had big plans. He wanted money and fame, of course. Jay isn't quite sure how he ended up along for the ride. When he looks back, none of it really makes sense. He told me in one of our more recent correspondences that he'll sometimes go over the time leading up to it all, and none of the details are clear. He does remember the crushing financial stress and the promise of an easier, more exciting life. Apparently, Kay just says he still doesn't understand how it came to be that his plan didn't work. Things went well at first. There was a sense of adventure, and they were enjoying each other's company. Kay talked the talk and called the shots, but it's possible he hoped for Jay's approval all along. There was, after all, a reason he chose him. Jay quietly listened to Kay's philosophical meanderings and tried his best to understand the world through his lens. I started to get the sense that something wasn't quite right when Jay's letters became increasingly difficult to decipher. The enthusiastic comedic retellings of the good times gave way to descriptions of scenery along the way. I tried to read between the lines, but there are some details I'll never come to know. As Jay's memories of this time fade in the confusion, a piece of the puzzle is lost forever. What I do know is there was a rift of some kind. They were soon spending more time apart, losing track of their so-called common goal. One night, Jay had a disturbing dream. He was in a cave with Kay. Everything was washed in green. It seemed as though Kay had been right all along. This was the place he had always described, and Jay had never truly believed his words. He felt a sudden, intense relief in giving in having total faith in his friend, in their bond. Suddenly he realized they weren't alone. There was a third figure, walking next to Kay, walking ahead, disguised by the green glow, leaving Jay with the paralyzing feeling that he was too late. He had been left behind. The next day, Jay woke up and Kay wasn't there. He had known the day would come when Kay would give up on his grand plans, but Jay wasn't anticipating the sharp pain of seeing him gone. All his resentment had fallen away during the night's unrestful sleep. He had to go find him. From that moment, their bond was impenetrable. Jay would listen intently when Kay would launch into his theoretical rants, shushing anyone who interrupted. Kay softened, ensured Jay was always comfortable, always helped him find his keys. This was how Jay signed off his last letter to me. And all along, there they were on top of the TV. It's funny how he just sees things that I can't. But once he points them out to me, it all becomes clear. We may all be living in a cold, dark cave, veiled by a greenish glow, but it seems as though we can still find connection here, wherever it is we are.